Good morning. There you are. Good that you could make it and spend some time with me this morning. Right, what shall we talk about today? Well, we had a request from a listener to talk about change. Now, change is inevitable. It is consistent, it's guaranteed, and our lives change. The only thing that is certain are death and taxes, as the saying goes. But change is inevitable. So, now the listener requested this was not specific about whether this was change in a relationship, change in a living situation like moving house, whether it's a change in career, maybe, people get retrenched, companies take over other companies, there are internal changes being moved around, or whether it's a relationship, whether it's the breaking up, or she has lost someone to death that he or she cared for. But that said, change is inevitable. We stay at home as small children, then we go to grade 1, that's a change. Then we go to high school, that's a change. We finish school and we either start working or start tertiary education, that's a change. We enter the workplace, that's a change. We enter a relationship, we exit a relationship, we marry, we get divorced, we lose partners and friends to death. We move from one town, province, country to another. That is all change. The people we care for move away, pass away, and changes in their lives. So trying to fight against change is futile. Living with a if only is futile, and hanging on to the past is futile. Those things just cause tremendous unhappiness and anxiety within yourself. So how do we embrace change? Well, see change as an opportunity. Every problem, every change holds within it the seed of possibility of growth. Change is the price we must pay for growth, improvement, achievement, and finally satisfaction and happiness. If we listen to all the motivational speakers and all the books we read, the self-help books, the authors and speakers talk about the difficulties they have come through, the problems they have faced, whether it was being bullied and teased at school, whether it was having their hearts broken, whether it's losing someone whether it's losing everything they own, financial ruin. They came through that, and now they talk, I want to say fondly, of that experience because it forced them to grow. It forced them to become more. It forced them to see beyond the initial problem. So embrace change. Have a bit of a coping strategy. With that I mean, have a person, at least one, I would say one, that you trust and that you can use as a sounding board. That you can phone or say, please can we meet for coffee? I just need to vent. And you don't expect that person to have any answers. You just want them there as a sounding board, someone to listen and someone to unburden yourself to. Get organized. Have a plan. Write things down. See how you can fortify, if I can use that word for the change. So let's say it is moving away. When have you got to be out of the house? Or the place you occupy? Start deciding which room you're going to pack up first, which cupboard you're going to start decluttering and giving away. If it's a career change, a forced career change, let's say you've been reassigned to a different position in a company, start saying, well, what skills am I going to need? Can I practically take control of the situation? Because the more in control we feel, the less anxiety we have. Do things like eat right, exercise, manage your time, Do things that boost your energy, and find time to do things that you enjoy with people who uplift you. Also, remember there are 4 stages of change that generally we experience. 1 is denial. I don't believe it. It can't be happening. 2 is the resistance. There's some acceptance, but it's accompanied by blaming and complaining and even illness. Yes, but it's so-and-so's fault, and if only she didn't do this and he didn't say that, and whatever. Then there is exploration. After a period of struggle, then you come through that sort of overwhelming negativity, and you start refocusing a bit and rephrasing and reframing the possibilities. And once you've moved through that, you can then commit to the new situation, and you can put new energy into it. So, listener, change is inevitable. Nothing stays the same. Not even you as a person. We get older, we age, we may have health problems. We don't look the same, and there are, for some people, that's a real thing. Just look at the cosmetic surgery injury and the Botox and the fillers and the plastic surgery and everything else. That is a huge industry, because people don't want to change. They don't want to grow older. They want to preserve what is. And even that, and I'm not dissing it at all. We all use makeup. It's a form of fighting the change. So I'm not criticizing or placing any judgment on people who have those procedures. I'm just saying that we try and fight it, but even then, the change sets in. And if we can embrace the change and say, you know what, I'm going to find the good in this. I'm going to find the nugget, the gold nugget in this. And I'm going to see how this change, how I can embrace it, how it can best serve me to move forward and to grow and to improve and to achieve and to find that satisfaction in the process and in the expanded version of myself that's going to emerge. Then you will not be so anxious and overwhelmed by the change. I hope that was helpful. If not, please feel free to contact me, 082 330 2439. And of course, listeners, please keep your requests going to South Coast Radio. We love it. Be safe, and yes, look after yourself. And as always, please like and subscribe on YouTube and also on Spotify.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.